So just after the past few weeks, I've started having trouble with shifting in the manual transmission I've got in the Prelude here. It's not a huge issue, but it is a bit hard to get into reverse, and sometimes it's actually quite difficult to get it into first. So just looking at the logbooks on my car, it's been a while since the transmission fluid's been changed out on this car. So I thought I would do a video, just a quick one, just to show you quickly how to do that. But before we do that, let's just see if we can get those symptoms going. Okay, so we'll try and go in reverse. And of course it's gone straight in that time. Try first. Okay, so as per usual, as soon as you switch the camera on, everything works fine. But take my word for it, when I drove home from down the street today, it was actually quite difficult to get into first. So what we're going to do is change out the fluid, and I'll show you how it's done. Stay tuned. Alright, so here's a bit of an idea of what you need to do this job. I highly recommend using genuine Honda manual transmission fluid. Can't go wrong that way. So you're just going to need yourself a socket set with your 3/8 ratchet and 17mm socket to get the plugs out. Also, you're going to need some rags, some degreaser, maybe some brake clean, and this here, that's like a pump to get that oil into the it's sort of difficult to get to, but failing that, if you don't have one of these little pumps, just grab yourself, go down the hardware store, grab some pipe, and a funnel, hook it up, and you can actually feed it through the top and into that filler hole there pretty easily. So I didn't have any of that, so I just went with the pump which I already had. So next thing is, this is where we're going. I took the wheel off just for you guys so you can see in there a bit better. What we're looking for is that 3/8 bolt just there in the center of the screen at the moment. That's going to be your drain plug. Okay, so basically the drain plug is just here, and if you have a look, if I can keep the camera steady enough, there's another bolt. It's a 17mm up the top there. It's better when I move my hand, but you'll see it up the top there. That's going to be your fill plug, and as I said, that's a 17mm. So what I'm going to do, and this is a real mess under here, I didn't realise it had so much oil going on here, but we'll get that cleaned up, and once that's done I'll be back and we'll crack these bolts and start doing our change. Right, so you can see I've given that a bit of a clean up there. What I'm going to do now is take this top bolt out. I reckon it's probably a good idea just to let it flow when you take that bottom bolt out. Also, I forgot to mention too, this oil change needs to be done every 40,000 Ks. So I'm a little bit over with that, but we'll see what the condition of the transmission fluid is when we drain it out. So let's crack that bolt and we'll see you back here in a tick. Righto, so it took a bit of effort to get this bolt cracked. It's up pretty tight for some reason, but we've actually got it loose now. So we just need to take that out, and I'm not quite sure yet whether any fluid's going to come out of here, because I have got it up on jack stands, but I have got a bit of a, well, it's a kitty litter tray, but anyway, see if some fluid comes out. We did get some fluid come out. Perfectly fine. Okay, so in regards to the crush washers, I had a kit that I bought online a while ago to try and, you know, make sure I had everything that I need, but just looking at the bolt on the top of that, I don't have the one that I need. Luckily, I had one from a previous Honda visit that I managed to save, which fits perfectly. So it's just a matter now of taking that bottom bolt out and hoping one of these out of this kit will fit it, because I don't have another Honda one. So fingers crossed that that works out. So let's drain this fluid and see how we go. Okay, so I've got my 3/8 ratchet here. I've got my oil pan. I've cracked this bottom bolt loose. It's time to get this fluid out. So get that connected up and get that out. Keep in mind too that this car is on jack stand still, and it will have to be put down to so the car is level to get all the fluid out. So okay, so I did manage to find in this kit a washer that's pretty close. I'm happy with it to use on that. So it's just a matter now of just torquing that down, which I'll leave all the torque settings and that in the description down below, so you can won't go wrong with that. So let's put that in and then we're ready to fill up. Okay, so I've torqued that bottom bolt down to the proper torque setting. Time to take this top bolt out so we can start filling it up. So we'll get that out and we'll see you back here. Okay, so I'm back here with that pump I was talking about earlier on. I think this is the best way for me to put it in. It's a 1 litre capacity, which works out well because the transmission fluid's 1 litre. Actually need 1.9 litres to fill it up, so well, let's start filling it up. This pump too is really good because it actually works on the downstroke and the upstroke, so it'll get the fluid in there a lot quicker, which is good for us. But alright, well, that's well over what the literage said. One of them's wrong. Okay, so next, put the lid on. Hopefully I've left enough room in that bottle for the pump. And I'll try and get you in there as best as we can, and let's start pumping this in. Okay, hopefully you can sort of see in there. Give you a bit of an idea, but start getting that a bit of a pump until it's empty, and then we've got to go again. We need 1.9 litres all up. Okay, so that's the first litre in. Let's refill and go again. Alright, so we're on the second bottle now. Just keep pumping until we get the 1.9, or well, ideally you'll see it come out there over on the overflow on the top there, so that's what we're looking for really. Okay, so hopefully you can see there, the lighting's not the best here at the moment. It's just started coming out the top right now, so keep in mind that this is still on jack stands, so we have to get this onto level ground to completely fill this. It's probably going to take another 200 mil or something like that. I don't think I'll be able to get you in there to show you that, but you get the idea. Just keep your pump in there, get your tyre back on, and let it down. You still should be able to get under there reasonably. Fill it up until it comes out, and torque your bolts down. And congratulations, you've just changed your fluid. So if you found this video informative and enjoyed it at all, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing too. That would be great. It would help the channel out a lot. So until next time, stay tuned. JayFix.